it all comes from this idea of being the tip of the spear and interacting with the market at large and iterating through points of view to then create content leverage of how I talk about it. And then eventually I put two and two together and I realized that, hey, I can do this in a room and go, handshake to handshake, iterating content. Eventually also, you talk about the person that's opening the door, letting people in, but that person also then gets on the stage and welcomes people, and then maybe moderates a panel, and sometimes that person is also given a keynote, right? So thinking of content as that inside of rooms to then understanding that, oh, wait a minute, so LinkedIn is this giant 24/7 conference where I can be doing this thing all the time, and so is Facebook, and so is whatever, Instagram, or and having a podcast is essentially that stage that I can leverage to create this reunion of things. So the iteration went from how I was leveraging very small groups of young professionals and charities to meet the most influential people in town, to then leveraging the most influential people in town to give myself credibility and become a business developer, to then understanding that it all revolves around the stage. And nowadays there's digital stages, and the most accessible digital stage is this podcast kind of motion. And if you can marry those ideas of content leverage and creation around the interaction so you can continue to be tip of the spear inside of a Zoom room, then you have all the ingredients to cook this thing up and be your own watering hole for the thing that you are trying to evangelize. And that's how I've made it into Schaefer's book.